Jennifer Sness here, watching News 24 Live. Well, Bronwyn Johannesson and Marissa Raba from Expecting are joining me in studio. Today we're going to be speaking about egg donation in South Africa and let you know how you can become an egg donor or find one near you. Hello.
Hi there, Jennifer.
How are you?
Good, thank you.
Thank you.
Now, let's just start off by you telling us what exactly Expecting does.
Okay, Expecting is an international company based in the USA, Georgia. We do egg donations all over Canada, and we do South Africa, and we do US. Mostly US, but we've just broken into the market in South Africa now a year ago. So we're using South African donors to go international, to do international donations.
Now, if it's an American company, tell me how South Africans can use the company. It sounds like a far distance to kind of work between.
Okay, Kerry is actually the owner and CEO of Expecting. We met in Thailand about 2 years ago. She approached me and we started talking because she saw all our beautiful girls, obviously, and she asked me if there was a market. And I said to her, of course there's a market. There's always a market for a beautiful girl. Mm-hmm. You know, if your head is in the right place and you want to put good karma out there, then yes, you'll have a few people that would, jump at the opportunity. So we had a talk for about a month, and then we broke into South Africa just to see if we could get any donors or any girls that would be interested. Because obviously there is compensation and there is money involved. There is big money because these people pay big money for babies, obviously.
You can't really put a price on it.
The donors usually that come to us, or the girls that come to us, are students, youngish girls. We can't take any over 31, obviously, because it's too old. Old, if you want to say it that way. We pay a compensation of $3,500, which is about $35,000 if you put it back. So they use this so that they could pay their studies, or some of them are single mothers. Some of them just need cash to get ahead somewhere. I've had a girl that actually donated with us, and she put herself through varsity for 3 years now. She didn't donate like every other month, but like every month. But she donated for 3 years, about 3 or 4 times in that 3 years. She made enough money and she put herself through. Wow. So the South Africans, it's a good base for them. They pay a little bit cheaper for us because our stuff are like our flights and accommodation and visas and stuff in a certain way are more cheaper to take them overseas than in USA or someone from another country.
It's more feasible.
Yeah. Bronwyn, how did you get involved?
Well, I'm very passionate about the industry as well, but I met Marissa also in Thailand. She was my donor coordinator on one of the trips I did. I've done 2 donations myself and fell in love with it from the minute I got involved and wanted to just be more and more and more and more involved other than just being a donor. So yeah, then Marissa invited me to join her at Expecting.
When you say you fell in love with it, what aspect did you fall in love with?
Every aspect, making dreams come true. Also for me, it's been my biggest dream growing up to be a mom one day as well. And I know how many people are out there that have the same dream as me that can't fulfill that dream naturally or, with life's natural course. So yeah, for me it's extremely, the emotional rewards behind it is phenomenal and endless.
Is it also hard for you emotionally to be donating an egg and having essentially a being out there that is connected to you that maybe you were never going to meet? Was that hard for you to come to terms with?
Not at all. It's the first question most people ask. I do view it similar to organ donating, that sort of, there is no, you would think me having that dream of being a mom, I don't feel that attachment whatsoever. And you can choose as a donor how much you want to be involved. So you can choose from wanting to know absolutely nothing after your donation to further up knowing whether it's successful, to further on being somewhat involved later on in life. My first donation I chose just to know whether it was successful. And then I heard and spoke to the other donors and got their stories, and I thought, no, it's absolutely beautiful to sort of meet the people you're giving the gift to. So my last donation, I was lucky enough, my donors came over, my IPs, which is your intended parents, came over to where I was and met me and got to spend some time with them, and still you don't get that emotional attachment. It's just amazing to be giving someone that.
It sounds like an incredible experience.
It is, absolutely.
What's the most common option people choose when they're becoming egg donors?
You mean in terms of knowing the people?
Mm-hmm.
Most of them in the beginning, they say they want to keep it anonymous. Some of the girls will go out and say, yes, please, I want to meet them. I'm also an egg donor myself. I actually did my first donation in 2011, and I met my twins. And you know the emotional attachment that you were talking about. I held them in my arms for the first time, and I didn't feel any attachment. I just felt like, thank you for giving me this so that I could give it to someone else, because I'm a mother of 3. I just recently became a mother of another one. But that's my own one.
Machine.
No IVF. But anyway, so to have that gift, you know, just to have a child, you know, to bring it into this world and to cherish and to keep it, and you giving someone else. Most of our couples are gay as well. So just to give a couple, because I know in some countries they wouldn't allow them to have kids, they wouldn't even allow them to get married or whatever. So we don't have that problem. So to give someone a gift, and they can actually look at you and say, wow, thank you. You know, I've got a family. And to be honest, some of those men look after their kids better than a woman would.
Absolutely.
I've never seen
It's
2 men
amazing to
cluck
see.
over 2 babies like my IPs did. And I'm still in contact with them. They actually turned 3 yesterday.
Wow.
Beautiful twins, a boy and a girl. One's blonde, one's dark hair. You can actually see some resemblance from the mother. You want to say mother, but it's not really, you're not a mother. You're just giving a cell. So it's not like you're carrying a baby or you're giving it away, because some people misinterpret that. And some people would actually come to you and say, but how can you do that? How can you just give it away? You're not giving anything away. It's like, to be honest, and it maybe sounds cruel, but it's every month you have an egg, it's wasting. Why waste it? Just give it to someone that will need it. You have different types of things anyway. You have egg banks that they do have in America, like they have the sperm banks. So they're trying to do that now too, so that they can just go there. That's a cheaper option. Other than having the whole donor there, they just fly the donors out, get the eggs out, and just put them in the sperm bank, in the egg bank. But anyway, okay. So yes, it's fulfilling. It's really. Some people would have their own opinions. I always say to people, if you do have a rude opinion, please don't tell me, because this is my way of putting back. And it's the same with Bronwyn. It's like donating blood or organ or anything. Other people can't do that, you know. So that's your good karma. If you keep doing that, then it will go well with you. That's how I see it.
How do you deal with those rude or negative comments?
I just tell people not to talk to me.
Okay.
Well,
I always say to them, don't talk to me if you have a negative comment,
I think a lot
honestly.
of the time it's because people don't, it's that unknown, you know, and everybody's got this, and people aren't educated on it, they don't know enough about it, so the judgments are coming from it. So I try my best to explain. You know, but it's difficult because people, you know, you get things like, oh, people are trying to make the perfect babies, which is not what we're doing, you know. And then you also, from the point of view of people are saying, but there's so many kids out there that need to be adopted. Why are you making more? But it's not like that. To adopt, people can't. There is no adopting is a very difficult process legally. There's all sorts, and especially for our gay IPs. Because, you know, straight people take the course of life for granted, that now we have a baby and then we go and we do that, whereas they can't. And it's impossible for them to what's the word I was saying? Adopt.